Right, so here we go. Radiator. I wanted the radiator to fit dead square like that. I've got original clubby grill to go on, and I found that my bowl fan, if it's in there where it needs to be, the clearance from the manifold doesn't quite. I'm not happy with the room anyway, so I propose, after removing that clutch adjustment bar, which as far as I can see is way too long, I'm going to kind of make it at that angle, which gives me enough room for this. It'll either work or it won't. Maybe I might use this, which is a washing machine travelling thing. Seems to be galvanised. I think I'm going to use that. Got myself a nice piece of hose earlier off my Citroen C2, which funny enough fits right on there and bends to be cut for that. So let's see what happens. Also in the plumbing section, got this off my C2, plastic thing, not really fussed. It's got antifreeze in it. You can see the level. I think that will do, which means I can do away with this horrible thing. I have a bit of a problem with the steam being there, but so in the plumbing I'm going to get rid of that, fit that in. Doesn't seem to really be anywhere of any sense it can go. Possibly there, but I'm going to make use of that pipe for it. So we'll see how that goes. So I've shortened our adjustment thingy. Not quite sure why it was out here. I'm sure I'll probably find out later when I want to take it off, but I can't see any reason it won't just hook off of there. That doesn't matter. So got our I'm enjoying this piece of steel for some reason. Maybe because it's already made and it looks like it may have grew there, but I need to put it across. Cut some out to clear the manifold. But I'm not sure I'm making work. Why does it need to be in one piece? Maybe just need to have one prong that marries up with that. The bottom sitting bars. I'm not sure. Still thinking. Yeah. So anyway, this ain't for me this time. But this part that bolts to your new washing machine when you get one, I think is ideal for some other people. But I should have known better really, because it's got reinforcements on the side. I tried to chop it about a bit to go around the manifold, but I'm not in the mood for it right now. Right now, again, overcomplicated. Thought I'd get a nice piece of aluminium, build him. We've got two different levels here. I've decided just to fit some simple things like that. One is higher than the other, so anyway, so that's a fail, but never mind. Here we have Mark 1. Couple of mistakes. I went for the just simple aluminium holder underneath. Now firstly, I'm disappointed with the Mark 1 because I should have made it the full width of that to prevent any kind of extra twist. Also, I should have went about an inch that way, because there was a bit of interference here and you never quite get it right. Now thirdly, I'm not too worried about the look of that, but I discovered that if it was, look, just pokes down a bit too much, so I'm not being fussy, wouldn't bother me, apart from I need a rubber spacer that I've cut to go there. So I figure that if I make that Mark II a little bit taller, the edge of it will be hidden from sight. Only because I'm doing a Mark II I will, that's all. Snug as a bug in a rug. I'm happier with that. There's Mark II. More than happy with that. Kind of put my little spacer in and kind of better there. I may jam a little screw in there just because it's easy. Not sure. It's not really going to go anywhere. And luckily enough, kind of levels it up here, and it looks like I can get my boom bong in there, wherever it is, there maybe. I think that kind of is close on there, so we'll see how it goes. Basically gone for the same this side. Now let's see if we can just get him in the right angle with a little clump. Bit closer. There we go. Bit of clearance there. So that's looking alright for the minute. Gotta love this aluminium. Only use it because I have it, and it is light. It's nice to drill, etc., etc. That's the top support bar. Obviously needs to bring it out from that little thing there. I don't want it chunking on there. Also we need a fixing lip here for this little beauty, which was the whole object of moving it forward. So somehow we'll manage to fix that, possibly on downrights, not sure yet though, so we'll see how it goes. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. I realised mistakes as I go. Was going to attach it there, not going to do that now. I don't want anything to do with the radiator being attached to this front panel. Also, hose to hose clearance is a bit of a bind, but we're going to go for wiggly woo. Also need a frame across the bottom after all to connect the electric fan to. No getting away from it. So got a little wang dang. Gonna turn them up. Gonna have to splay this out hopefully, so it fits around there. Binky donkey measuring device, pallet. Thought this was going to be the easiest of jobs, this radiator thing, but not really. The hardest, easiest turned out to be the hardest, but we are getting there. Just like that. See? Well, there we have it. All seems to fit. Quite happy with that. Just had to let a bit out round there for the radiator feel. I've only just bolted this top panel on loosely to see what happens. Need to put a bit of clearance there, I'm not sure about that. I was stressing like hell about the top holding of this thing, but do you know what, I'm not sure it's right, but these hoses, that hose and that hose, hold the top of the rad really well. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that, but I'm quite pleased.